Today we are going to talk about Vodafone and Mannesmann deal acquisition. Basically, Vodafone acquires Mannesmann, the 183 billion dollars USD deal that reshaped the telecom industry. Introduction: the biggest deal of the century. In 1999, Vodafone's acquisition of Mannesmann AG was not just another business transaction. It was a landmark deal that redefined the telecommunications industry. Valued at 183 billion USD dollars, this merger remains one of the largest in history, creating the world's largest mobile telecommunications company at the time. This in-depth overview explores the deal from its inception, the strategic motivations behind it, the complex negotiations, and its far-reaching impact on the industry. The prelude: understanding the players. Vodafone, a rising global telecom giant. By the late 1990s, Vodafone had already established itself as a dominant player in the mobile telecommunications industry. Founded in 1984, Vodafone quickly expanded its operations across Europe and into other regions, becoming a household name. The company's strategy focused on aggressive expansion, leveraging its expertise in mobile technology and strategic acquisitions to build a global presence. Mannesmann AG, the German industrial powerhouse. Mannesmann, founded in 1890, began as a steel and manufacturing company before diversifying into telecommunications in the 1980s. By the late 1990s, Mannesmann had grown into one of the Germany's most prominent industrial conglomerates, with significant interest in telecommunications through its subsidiary Mannesmann Mobifone. The company was revered in Germany, representing industrial strength and innovation, and its foray into telecom had been successful, particularly in the European market. The strategic motivations behind the acquisition. Vodafone's vision: global domination. Vodafone's strategy was clear. It wanted to be the world's leading mobile telecommunications provider. To achieve this, it needed to expand its market share and geographic footprint. Mannesmann, with its strong presence in the lucrative German market and its ownership of several key European telecom assets, was an attractive target. Acquiring Mannesmann would give Vodafone access to markets where it was underrepresented, particularly in Germany, one of Europe's largest economies. Additionally, the acquisition would strengthen Vodafone's position in other European countries like Italy, France, and the United Kingdom, where Mannesmann had significant stakes in leading mobile operators. Mannesmann strategy: diversification and independence. Mannesmann, on the other hand, had a different vision. The company was focused on diversification, moving beyond its industrial roots into telecommunications and other sectors. Mannesmann's CEO, Klaus Esser, believed in the company's potential to grow independently and was strongly opposed to the idea of a takeover. Mannesmann had made strategic acquisitions of its own, including the purchase of Orange, a UK-based mobile operator, which further fueled its ambitions. The courtship, negotiations, and hostile takeover attempts. Vodafone's initial approach. Vodafone's initial approach to Mannesmann was met with resistance. Klaus Esser and the Mannesmann board were adamant about maintaining the company's independence. They viewed Vodafone's offer as an unsolicited attempt to undermine Mannesmann's growth strategy. Esser was particularly vocal about his belief that Mannesmann could achieve greater value for its shareholders by continuing to operate independently. The hostile takeover bid. When it became clear that Mannesmann would not entertain a friendly merger, Vodafone launched a hostile takeover bid in November 1999. This move was unprecedented in Germany, where corporate culture was more conservative and hostile takeovers were rare. Vodafone's offer valued Mannesmann at approximately 183 billion US dollars, making it the largest corporate takeover attempt in history at that time. The bid sparked intense debate in Germany, with many viewing it as a threat to the country's industrial heritage. Mannesmann became a symbol of national pride, and there were widespread public and political opposition to the takeover. Esser and his team launched a fierce defense, arguing that Mannesmann's future as an independent company was brighter than as part of Vodafone. The battle for control. The takeover was fought on multiple fronts, including in the media, the courts, and in boardrooms across Europe. Vodafone CEO Chris Gent was determined to succeed, believing that the acquisition was critical to Vodafone's long-term strategy. Vodafone sweetened its offer several times, increasing the bid price and offering more favorable terms to Mannesmann's shareholders. The European Commission also got involved, conducting an antitrust review to ensure that the merger would not stifle competition in the European telecommunications market. After several months of intense negotiations and public relations battles, Vodafone finally won over Mannesmann's shareholders. The merger, closing the deal and immediate impact. Final agreement and shareholder approval. In February 2000, Mannesmann's board, under immense pressure from shareholders, agreed to the takeover. Vodafone's final offer was accepted, and the deal was officially announced on February 4, 2000. Mannesmann's shareholders received 58.96 Vodafone shares for each Mannesmann share, valuing the deal at approximately 183 billion US dollars. This acquisition created the world's largest mobile telecommunications company, with operations spanning Europe, the Americas, Africa, Asia, and Oceania. The combined company had over 42 million customers and was poised to lead the global mobile communications industry. Integration challenges. Despite the successful acquisition, integrating the two companies was not without challenges. Vodafone and Mannesmann had different corporate cultures, and there were concerns about how the newly formed company would manage its diverse operations. Vodafone had to carefully navigate these cultural differences while aligning the company's strategies and operations. Another challenge was managing the diverse portfolio of business that Mannesmann brought to the table. While the Vodafone was primarily focused on telecommunications, Mannesmann had significant interest in other industries, including engineering and manufacturing. Re- Vodafone eventually decided to divest these non-core assets to focus on its core telecommunications business. Regulatory and market impact. The Vodafone Mannesmann merger had a significant impact on the telecommunications market. It triggered a wave of consolidation across the industry, with other companies pursuing mergers and acquisitions to compete with the newly formed giant. The deal also led to increased scrutiny from regulators, who were concerned about the potential for reduced competition and higher prices for consumers. In the aftermath of the merger, Vodafone continued its strategy of global expansion. The company leveraged its increased scale and resources to invest in new technologies and expand its presence in emerging markets. However, the deal also left Vodafone with a substantial debt load, which the company had to manage carefully in the years that followed. The legacy, long term impact on the telecom industry. Vodafone's global leadership. The acquisition of Mannesmann solidified Vodafone's position as the world's leading mobile telecommunications provider. The company's global footprint, combined with its expertise in mobile technology, allowed it to set industry standards and lead the way in the adoption of new technologies such as 3G, 4G, and eventually 5G. Vodafone's leadership in the industry also had a ripple effect on other telecom companies, many of which pursued similar growth strategies through mergers and acquisitions. The deal demonstrated the importance of scale in the telecommunications industry, where large companies could leverage their size to invest in new technologies, enter new markets, and offer more competitive service. The impact of Mannesmann. For Mannesmann, the merger marked the end of its independence. The company was absorbed into Vodafone, and its brand was eventually phased out. However, Mannesmann's legacy lived on through the assets it brought to Vodafone, particularly in the European market. The merger also had a lasting impact on Germany's corporate landscape, as it sparked a debate about the role of foreign ownership in key industries. Lessons learned. The art of the deal. The Vodafone Mannesmann merger offers several lessons for business leaders and policymakers. One key takeaway is the importance of strategic vision and timing. Vodafone's decision to pursue Mannesmann was driven by a clear vision of becoming the world's leading telecom provider, and the timing of the deal allowed Vodafone to capitalize on Mannesmann's assets before other competitors could. Another lesson is the importance of cultural integration in mergers and acquisitions. While the financial and strategic aspects of the deal were sound, Vodafone had to navigate significant cultural challenges to successfully integrate Mannesmann's operations. This highlights the need for companies to consider not only the financial implications of a deal, but also the human and cultural factors that can impact its success. Conclusion. A deal that defined an era. The Vodafone Mannesmann merger remains one of the most significant deals in corporate history. It reshaped the telecommunications industry, creating a global leader that continues to influence the market today. The deal also highlighted the complexities and challenges of large scale mergers and acquisitions, offering valuable lessons for future business leaders. As Vodafone continues to evolve and adapt to new technologies and market dynamics, the legacy of its acquisitions of Mannesmann remains a testament to the power of strategic vision and bold decision making. This deal not only redefined Vodafone but also set the stage for the modern telecommunications industry as we know it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most significant deals in corporate history, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth stories on the business world's biggest deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. This comprehensive overview is designed to educate and entertain your audience, providing them with a detailed understanding of the Vodafone's Mannesmann merger and its lasting impact on the telecommunications industry. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you.